this is how I'm gonna go from Champ 2 to GC. All right, these are the steps I'm gonna lay out, the training plan that I'm gonna try and stick to every single day until we get there. Now let me show you guys how we're gonna do it. All right, I have 4 main foundational properties of training, and with anything you do, working out, whatever, playing Rocket League, going to the gym, trying to become a better artist, I'm gonna have 4 main pillars that I believe are very useful. Number 1, all right, I'm not even 100% sure if that's how you spell it, but consistency. Also, have you guys ever tried to write on a mouse? This shit's impossible. Consistency. Gotta stay consistent to your craft. The time that you put in, the days that you work, the days that you don't put in the work are also very important. You can't constantly, go at it. I can't do 24 hours a day of Rocket League. All right, and I'm not going to. Consistency, that's our number 1 key foundational block. Number 2, fucking fly. Yo, you guys see that? Dude, he's back. I don't want to turn on my other light though. Number 2, be meaningful. You have to be meaningful within your practice. All right, if I just go in here playing Rocket League and I'm just like watching 3 YouTubes on the side, got Jinxie's stream pulled up, and I'm sitting here watching TikToks as I'm in free play, I'm not gonna get any meaningful work done. All right, you gotta turn off some of your distractions. Maybe you could play some music. Don't play anything super stimulating to the point of it takes away your thought from the game. You do have to put in meaningful hours into the game that'll boost your progress tenfold. Number 3 is strats. All right, this might be a little bit weird because I didn't want to spell out the whole word, but putting strategy into your training and into your gameplay for Rocket League specifically, like using kickoff strats, being purposeful with your rotations, all these different things, putting in high level strategies into your brain, as well as putting high level strategies of training into your training hours that we're going to be putting in as well. Number 4 is probably actually the second most important one to this whole entire plan of how to get better at anything. Fun. You gotta have fun, bro. Like, if you're not having fun, why are you even doing it? To be fair, if you don't like doing it, you don't have fun doing it, don't do it. All right, but these are our 4 main pillars that we're going to be building off of. And now I'm going to go into some of the actual strategies, which is number 3, the strategies that we're going to be able to use to get these pillars active and going only in our training sessions. All right, so let's actually load onto the game, which we already are loading into, and show you guys what I want to do as my strategies. All right, I just realized I recorded all of the gameplay section without gameplay audio. No audio, so we're gonna redo all of it. No biggie. Number 1 is warm up. So, and like our first strategy is using a warm up every single day, no matter what. Even if you're just gonna not train at all and just gonna go play the game, I strongly suggest you do a warm up in almost anything. My warm up, what I like to do is movement. I like to just throw my car around, train myself to get better in different ways, use random things that I don't really use too much in the game, coming on the walls, doing wave dashes, making sure I'm holding my power slide in bad recovery spots, going off the ceiling, throwing yourself around, just doing dumb crap. Just this is like one of those things where I kind of try and do it mindlessly because it'll mindlessly help you recover as you're playing the game. So, and it kind of just lets you get loose to have the game, just have fun as soon as you get on. Kind of just something different you can use to try and... Holy shit, I suck at Zapdos. But yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. But yeah, number 1 is a warm-up. Anything that you like doing, for real, should be a warm-up. It should be simple, though, and easy, but yeah, just a simple warm-up. All right, number 2 starts over here in the packs, all right? I suggest doing at least like 5 to 10 minutes of packs or workshops, which in my training is what I'm going to do. And some days it'll even go up higher depending on the things that I want to try and focus on that day. But yeah, going into a pack like this, and trying to aim your shots, trying to make sure you're purposely trying to hit these corners, or aim for a certain location on the net and make sure you actually hit those. So like I was going for left and right of the net there, and you just keep doing that over and over, and eventually your shooting will get better. Your flip resets will get better. Your flip resets, like your ceiling shots, your whatever it is, they will get better if you actually try and put a target to your goal as well. So not just going into it mindlessly, but trying to actually be purposeful with all these shots. You know, I'm not doing that well with it right now because I'm sitting here trying to explain to you guys these things. Funky, goofy. Like, imagine you're in a game and it's OT right here, and you need to make that shot. Like, you have to make this top bends, or it's not. You're gonna lose the game. You gotta practice what you want to be good at, you know. But yeah, I think 5 to 10 minutes of workshops, and I'm gonna put in 3 of my favorite packs. One that you guys can have and find is IP Jokers. It's in the browse section almost every single time as well. Yeah, right here. But some of my other favorite ones are Double Tap Playground, which helps you just get loose and mechanical in the air. Oh yeah, this defensive one is another one that I'll put in there for you guys. But otherwise, you can make them or find different ones that people have created for any sorts of thing, you know, full field air dribbles, bounce dribbles into air dribbles, like almost anything you could find in here that you would need. But yeah, I say custom training packs is a great way to improve. All right, another one would be, if you have the time, I would say every single day trying to dedicate yourself to learning, trying to learn a new mechanic, or, you know, a very much more like refine a mechanic that you already know how to do, but you're not like superb at it. I'd say if you're anything below GC, almost every single one of your mechanics are not maxed out. Like, you can get better at everything. There's not a champ in the world that is, you know, the best flip resetter that they've ever seen. But yeah, I say every single day trying to dedicate yourself to a certain skill or mechanic, like having very focused training sessions on these sort of things, and not just being like, oh yeah, let's go up the wall. Oh, we're gonna go to ceiling, back down, we're gonna go ground pinch to this, and then I'm gonna, oh, let's restart. No, like going into this wall and thinking no matter what, I'm gonna try and go for a double flip reset right here. All right. And you know, if you get a bad setup or not, you still try and recover those things, because it's a, you know, a new spot of that mechanic that you probably have never been into. A new way to learn that thing that you have never been, like, nothing can teach you how to just fix a double flip reset, which I genuinely suck at. That's why I wanted to show you guys this. But like, I could easily be going into this and say, oh my god, I don't have good enough, let's try and get a double tap here, or something of the sort, you know. Go into your training with a purposeful mindset of trying to actually learn this, no matter what hard situations it puts you in, and it'll genuinely make you better. Also, a slight tip that I want to give out is, I've been having trouble with setups in game, like off of bad setups that aren't like pixel perfect like you would get out of a training pack and stuff. Going into free play, or even setting yourself up in a training pack, like hard positions to go out of to start mechanics, is probably really beneficial to you. I would say, like, you know, like bouncing this into the wall instead of just rolling it up is more beneficial for you than rolling that up, because, you know, you've practiced rolling the ball up a wall like this perfectly 100 times. You've had this perfect roll a million times inside your practice session. You know, something like this where it's getting slammed, you know, it's a little bouncy, you never know where it's actually going to go, and then trying to pull off your mechanics is probably a lot more beneficial for many people that are having a problem consistently pulling off mechanics in game. One of the last things, that this is a PC exclusive tip here. All right, workshop maps. Now, I have a few downloaded. This is just the one that I've been like kind of working on myself. But yeah, using these can be a great way to isolate certain things like dribbling or, you know, shooting. Let's go into the shooting one right now. But yeah, these can be great ways to isolate your training. Oh, and we're missing the first shot. See, this is why I need to train. Using workshop maps can be a great way to test yourself in like different ways that you possibly could not test yourself inside a regular map. Like some of these air dribble ones where it's like you have to air dribble up, you know, 3 heights of the field. to even get up to that. All right, I'm having trouble talking while in some of these smaller targets. So if you have the capabilities to do certain things like this, I'm actually doing a kind of sort of challenge to get better at this map in particular. I want to get higher than my first ever score that I did. So, you know, I feel like doing simple things like these can really be more than enough to get you through. Oh my gosh, I suck at this. Yeah, but can be more than enough to really help you improve in Rocket League. And, you know, just sticking to the actual core principles that I put in are actually great ways than just like most games or like professions, like school. Like, I know that's cringe to say, like getting better at school, but like just certain things this can really help you in. Like, I use these sort of fundamentals. I kind of learn them through the gym. Is how I learned most of my fundamentals on training and stuff. But oh, where do you go next? Oh, I've never done that one before. But yeah, I hope this helps somebody out there, and I hope you guys are able to pick up some knowledge from this. Can give you guys a little bit of knowledge on how to improve in Rocket League specifically. But yeah, I hope this can help you guys. Some of those core principles and building blocks which you can legit bring into any aspect of life. And my last thing is, I'm actually going to play the game. Like, that's going to be my last tip for how to get better at Rocket League. Play twos, slam a bunch of ones, slam a bunch of twos, play threes if you enjoy that mode, but you get less time on the ball. But yeah, that's going to be my ways of getting better at Rocket League and how I hope to hit Grand Champ myself and possibly go even further up in my career. Just focusing on consistency, focusing on learning new things, keeping your mind stimulated, you know, having fun while doing it, training hard. I hope you guys have a great day. I appreciate you guys showing up and watching this whole thing through. If you did, please leave a like and a comment for anything else that you want to see out of me. Thank you, and you guys have a great day.